All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started feeding our Magellanic penguins. I may need to get off of the mic as I'm feeding because we do log every individual fish that these guys eat. And when you're feeding 23 birds at the same time, it can get a little tricky, but we'll see what we can do. We offer our birds two types of fish, restaurant quality herring and capelin. Herring is the larger fish that I'm feeding to a stare right now. But capelin can also be a favorite to some of our birds too. Our birds are getting ready for a yearly molt. So we have some signage that explains that. You can kind of get a chance to see what that might look like. It kind of looks like a pillow exploded. Penguins have about 70 to 75 feathers per square inch, very thick, dense feathers. And because they utilize them to stay dry in the water, they do become worn throughout the year. So penguins have adapted to replacing their feathers once a year. And it's called a catastrophic molt. Some birds kind of lose some of their feathers here and there throughout the whole year, but penguins again do that whole thing at once. That is called a catastrophic molt. Some other animals go through that as well. If you're just joining us, I'm giving our penguins an afternoon feed. They get fed 3 times a day, so this is the second of 3 feeds that they will get. They're a little bit more on the hungry side at this time of the year because they're bulking up for that yearly molt. They will spend about 5 weeks out of the water regrowing those feathers. That's what they do in their natural habitat. Here at the aquarium, they kind of take advantage of it being summer in the pool. Magellanic penguins are native to South America, so Chile and Argentina. They are done with their yearly breeding season, so they only breed once a year. Our 3 youngest penguins that hatched in 2018, they've already gone through their molt. I just fed one of those birds. Her name is Dee. They go through the molt first, and then they go from youngest to oldest. So our younger birds are preparing for that molt, but the older birds still have some bulking up to do. Looks like our birds are done with their second feed. If you come back out at about 3:45, I'm going to give these guys another meal. They get fed 3 times a day. I like to kind of call this a snack feed because not everybody eats at this feed, but if they're interested, they can. And when they're getting ready for molt and they're bulking up, they're usually fairly hungry. Oh, here, Jade.